So yesterday, my cat disappeared. Like completely vanished. I looked all over the house. I even checked outside. I was starting to panic. And then I noticed something strange. Usually he hides under the bed or behind the couch, but today, nothing. It was like he disappeared into thin air. Then I noticed tiny paw prints and little meows coming from somewhere. I couldn't believe it, and there he was, sitting like nothing happened, in the weirdest place ever. I mean, who even thinks to hide there? This isn't the first time. Every week, it's a new spot. I've started taking notes. I swear he's training to be a ninja. Cats are mysterious, unpredictable, and sometimes just hilarious. What's the weirdest place your cat hid? Let me know in the comments. It all started innocently enough. I'd call his name for dinner, and there'd be silence. I'd walk around, shaking the treat bag, the universal signal for food is here. Come get it, and still, nothing. The first few times, I panicked. Did he slip out the door? Did he somehow dematerialize? I'd search every room, my heart pounding, only to find him an hour later, casually strolling out from behind a single, strategically placed shoe, looking at me like, what's all the fuss? I was just meditating. But his skills evolved. He graduated from basic hiding spots like under the bed or behind the couch. Oh no, that was for amateurs. Leo ascended to a higher plane of concealment. One day, I spent a solid 45 minutes searching for him. I checked the closets, the cupboards, even the refrigerator, don't ask. I was convinced he had been catnapped. I was about to print missing cat posters with his most majestic photo when I heard a faint, muffled rustle. It was coming from the laundry basket. But not just any laundry basket. It was the one filled with my dark clothes. And Leo, being a sleek black cat, had basically become one with my collection of black t-shirts. He was nestled in there, a purring ball of shadow, completely invisible. When I finally found him, he just blinked slowly, as if to say, "You found me. Your training is progressing well, human." Another time, we had friends over. I wanted to show off my handsome boy, but of course, he was nowhere to be found. "He's just a bit shy," I explained. Well, internally I was thinking, he's probably plotting world domination from a secret lair. We looked everywhere. My friends were starting to think I had an imaginary cat. It was getting embarrassing. Finally, one of my friends pointed up. "Hey, is that part of your bookshelf decoration?" I looked up at the highest shelf, a place I thought was unreachable, and there he was. Leo was sitting perfectly still between a copy of The Great Gatsby and a small potted succulent. He had squeezed himself into this tiny gap, his body arranged like a piece of abstract art. He looked so regal, so smug. He wasn't hiding. He was curating himself as part of the decor. The room erupted in laughter. Leo just yawned, unimpressed by our discovery. He had made his point. No space is off limits. His ultimate masterpiece, however, happened last winter. It was cold, and I had a big, fluffy blanket on the sofa. I sat down to watch a movie and got comfortable. About halfway through, I felt a strange lump under my leg. I shifted, thinking it was just a wrinkle in the blanket. The lump shifted with me. I poked it. It was firm, but soft, and then it purred. The little Houdini had burrowed himself deep into the folds of the blanket, creating a custom-made, human-heated fort. He had been under me the entire time, and I had no idea. I had become an unwitting accomplice to his greatest act of stealth. But perhaps the most hilarious incident involved a cardboard box. Of course, it involves a box. It's a cat story. I had gotten a package, a fairly large one. I unpacked it and left the empty box on the floor, knowing it would be prime real estate for Leo. A few hours later, I couldn't find him. I checked the box, empty. I checked all his usual spots, nothing. I called his name, shook the treats, did the whole routine, silence. I resigned myself to another long search, I walked past the empty box again and noticed something odd. The bottom of the box seemed uneven. I peered inside again, this time looking closer at the folded flaps at the bottom. Tucked perfectly between the cardboard layers, flattened like a feline pancake, was Leo. He had somehow managed to squeeze himself into the tiny space asterisk under asterisk the bottom flaps of the box. He had created a secret basement level when I lifted the flap. He just looked up at me with those big, innocent eyes, as if to say, "Can't a cat get some privacy around here?" Living with Leo is a constant game. Every day is a new challenge. Where will he hide next? In the pocket of a coat hanging in the closet? Inside a rolled-up yoga mat on top of the kitchen cabinets? It's impossible to predict. He's taught me to look at my own home with new eyes, to see all the hidden nooks and crannies I never knew existed. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Sure, it can be a little stressful when I genuinely can't find him for an hour. But the moment he reappears, with that confident little swagger of his, it's all worth it. It's his little game, and he lets me play along. He's not just my cat. He's my resident illusionist, my furry escape artist, the undisputed hide-and-seek champion of the world. And honestly, it makes life a lot more interesting. So if you ever come over and I can't find my cat, don't worry, he's not lost. He's just practicing. Thanks for watching and listening to my ridiculous cat stories. If you have a master horror at home, I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with Leo the Ninja Cat. See you next time!